Well, we'll see. I don't know whether or not Koifa will be the mid, but I mean that's normally that's his normal position.
Yeah. No, that definitely is, and just last game, Mason was playing the Tiny, though. So, yeah, clearly swapping things up right here, and maybe that is that inside of deciding to send Tiny mid because of it. So
well, we'll see if Koifa can do more with the Tiny. Maybe he's like, that's not how you play Tiny. Let me show you.
So some shit talk going on within the team. Yeah, the new man on campus, and Koifa is like, all right, I'll show you guys how it's done. I'll bet who? Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be happening, but Qualifiers is definitely a great player in his own right. I don't think a lot of people would argue against that. So, in that first game, he most certainly did pretty good on that Broodmother here. So now, see how he does on the Tiny this time.
Smoke bottom and a smoke top. No, they've not smoked the bottom yet, at least, but it looks like they're going to trade 1 for 1 across the runes, just top and bottom instead of left and right.
So MSS playing the Omni Knight and more of the off lane. That set that he has, by the way, is pretty cool.
Is it the new one, is it?
He's got the wings on his back.
Oh, yeah. The hood, the mortal hammer.
Yeah. That is pretty badass. Maybe we're going to see that Spirit Vessel again. Definitely one of the new items that's been fun to see. Is that like of the new items, you think Spirit Vessel is kind of the one that we should see in competitive play, perhaps the most chance?
I think so. It basically effectively gives you an AA on the team without having to hit AA. It's huge.
That's a good point.
Easy build up as well from the urn. So you would always have the urn anyway, and the extra heal and stuff. I mean, it's just a lovely position 4 support item to pick up, I think.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing for me is the fact that it's just like, yeah, you would get urn already in so many cases. Now having that upgrade, but you get urn early on. Having the upgrade, it just kind of makes it more of a late game potential item too. So mid to late game. Anyways, last game, I know you weren't with me last game. It sounds like you were watching it at least. We had the swaps happening, and right now we already have a swap off the bat. Omni Knight and Sand King come to the bottom lane, and they're going to start duking it out down here against what is the Ursa Clockwork. So it's a melee fest at the bottom lane, but clearly Digital Chaos, they must have expected some kind of an aggressive lane from Blue Pikachu, but that's not the case here.
I think there's no real surprises from the draft for what Blue Pikachu's lineup is going to be. I don't think we could really go one way or another with it. Just that's how you expect those heroes to be. I like the fact they've got the Bulba down here to try and make a bit of mess. Omni needs to get a little bit of farm, I think, to be effective. And offlane's really been this patch in competitive play. Offlane seems to be where things are shining.
Oh, bottom lane. Speaking of shining, Clockwork's going to go down. First blood drawn by MSS on the Omni Knight. I mean, he kind of just almost screwed himself there in a sense. The cogs were just that extra wall that made it so he was not getting away. Clockwork clearly a little too confident with what he had going on. I mean, he had the boots, so that's probably why, but he had boots on Sand King and obviously Omni Knight. Boots himself even, which I think he might have just gone, but still. You get the point. It did not work out in their favor in this melee fest down here.
No, it was perfect. He got him in the repel, kept himself in the purification range. It was a great little clockwork.
Yeah. So Tiny last game. I know it's a different player playing it. Koik Futz and a Mason as we addressed, but one of the interesting things was the idea that he chose to not get a Blink Dagger last game. Didn't have that mobility item. Do you see that happening again here, or being the mid Tiny this time around, different player? Is he gonna get a blink? You think it would be better?
I think he needs. I mean, they've got so much mobility. You've got swaps, you've got clock, you've got Ursa's going to build a blink. Beastmaster's going to probably build a blink. So he needs. I think he just needs it just for survivability. He's going to get gone on here by the clockwork.
Cox going to trap him in place. There's the Hex follow-up. The net coming out. Man, their damage though seems to be a little bit lacking. Magic Missile finally happens, and it's enough. So took a while. That was a journey and a half right there for Blue Pikachu, but they eventually do beat through the Tiny to get the kill. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Ursa goes down. Looks like Omni Knight and Sand King diving to make that kill happen. So I just happened to miss, and I'm missing the top lane. All right, now goes Beastmaster. I like to ramble on sometimes, and thus kills are missed. But anyways, top lane also goes down. So what was seeming pretty good for Blue Pikachu, they do lose 2 heroes in response.
Yeah, this turned out to be a bad trade. But it does show that they have that lockdown available for any one of the heroes. Like Timbersaw is not going to be a problem for him to actually lock down, as he often can just roam mentally, you know, but he will be able to be locked down, I think. So there's that at least.
Bane comes back to the middle lane. Boots on him. Gonna throw the Nightmare up on Vengeful. It's taken off by Rasta. Here comes Bulba though. Stuns in onto the Rasta, and that'll be an easy kill on him. It looks like. Final auto attack from Bane to finish the job. All Vengeful could do is just kind of watch nearby. So nice kill happening there. Bottom lane, they're running after the Omni Knight, but yeah, he's got phase boots now, man. So he's just a little bit too fast. And he's able to make it out.
Two in Degen aura as well, so I mean he's kind of slowing well. He didn't take any repel yet.
Yeah, I mean repel down here doesn't necessarily see it. That's what I was saying like from the beginning though, right? Repel doesn't really feel like that good of a tool this game in general. Like the ulti of Beastmaster still goes through it. I mean hookshot it still goes through it. The swap still goes through it. Like there's still plenty that it just doesn't do against. So I can't say I'm too surprised on that. But, oh, yeah, they're getting caught here again at the bottom lane. They're a little bit awkward because, yeah, in the response, Bulba and MSS both taking some good damage, but they're going to be fine. And they'll pop that regen. So, yeah, it seems like this Omni Knight lane is going pretty well. Although Ursa, his farm is actually not too bad either. There's another stun. Is that a kill this time? Nope, not enough damage initially, but MSS is going to sit there with the auto attacks. Going to force the magic stick use at least. But, yeah, that level 2 Degen aura. It's just able to run at them, and it just doesn't seem like they can do a damn thing about it. That's got to be so frustrating, right? What do you think about them not having Rasta down here, by the way? Is that a fault maybe of Blue Pikachu?
No, I mean he was there. He's just rotated out. All 3 of them are in attendance. The Omni Knight, it doesn't have like an Orb of Venom, and it's like I normally expect to see that start to harass. Maybe it's not so good after they changed it to take off the salve, so patch.
Yeah. Well, Beastmaster level 3 Call of the Wild, so soon to be level 4. And
that's fierce, man. That is fierce.
Random neutral. Scary. What do you think? Is there a neutral of choice that you think Beastmasters hope for, or is it just kind of they react to whatever they get?
No, it's 100% situational, isn't it? I think. Like, I really like the Satyr with the ball. Oh, Mason's going on in here. I don't think that's.
Yeah, caught that one right there. That was just nice smoke ink really coming up from the dire side. Oh, bottom lane, by the way. MSS, he's running away. Mason, meanwhile, kills Beastmaster. So all 3 lanes have some action, but it looks like down here, he's going to not only live, but maybe he looks to set up some turns now. Bulba, he finds Alarin. On the clockwork, Bane running over. Nightmare has that level 2 brain sap as well. Activating that. The clockwork cogs are going to try to box them out, but the nice heal from MSS and the final auto attack from Sand King do him in. So, yeah, now a 7-1 start for Digital Chaos at this point. And similar to last game, though, to be fair, DC did get off to a very good start. But Blue Pikachu last game, they had that one hero in Sven's case that was at least doing very well, and that kind of showed. This time, not to be a negative Nancy here, but they don't really have a lot going for them.
Yeah, I mean, it was much more balanced throughout all phases. As far as farm and XP and stuff is concerned. This time around, Digital Chaos has a 3k net worth lead, coming up for 7 minutes. That's a telling story. I don't know though, like if Beastmaster, if they've got a lot of nice abilities, maybe they just need some levels, maybe try and get some items and things to turn around.
Oh, level 6 is a good start. Not there just yet. They're going to lose Clockwork again. Mason sitting on top of them. Obviously, he is plenty tanky. They are going to lose Sand King elsewhere. Oh, that was right here, but they're going to lose Sand King as Boris, he's now limping away, is level 6, so has the Primal Roar now. But really going on Timbersaw, that it seems like that'd be a very, very costly idea. So not going to do so. Bane is rotating around, and maybe they could catch him. That would definitely be a kill.
Radiant's bottom tower
they could make happen, but not going to be given the chance for the time being. But because of these rotations, you see the bottom lane, Omni Knight. In fact, he's going to TP to the top lane now, as he thought action might have been picking up there, but Beastmaster TPs away before too much could happen. So, yeah, I mean, getting level 6, I think Beastmaster for me is kind of the key. And similar to last game, too, to be fair, him on Brewmaster he used that Primal Split and also proved to be pretty effective in that game. In this case, using the Primal Roar to maybe get a kill or two and kind of trying to snowball off of that, I think, is perhaps what you're looking for if you're Blue Pikachu.
Yeah, I think I've heard stories about Ryu Gores on Beastmaster before, so at least they've got that going for them, you know. But they're gonna get, yeah, that top tower's gonna fall.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, they're not defending this one. That should be an easy tower kill.
Tower is under attack.
Middle lane, meanwhile, Vengeful Spirit. I mean, what is Vengeful doing, really? He's got the Ring of Aquila. Power Tread's almost finished. That's the thing, too. Like, how do you build a Vengeful Spirit this game? You just maybe go the Dragonlance, a Hurricane Pike, I guess, potentially, or a different route. Is something else coming to mind?
No, I definitely think maybe like a Hurricane Pike, a Mana, or Soft Grass, something like that. But I mean, you want to get BKB as well. They got a lot of stuff to lock you down. Not as much as Blue Pikachu have got, obviously. I don't know if BKB. I think it probably built it like second or third. I don't think it built it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, I expect you to guess every single item correctly, so second he's wrong, he's different, I'm going to call you out on it. All right, we'll see. Scourge McDuck playing the Vengeful Spirit mid. Bottom lane, meanwhile, they lose Beastmaster. He actually even tried a Primal Roar as they were going on him, and he just simply could not cast it. So it's the woes continuing. 9-2 start now for Digital Chaos. Mason, obviously Timbersaw is also a hero that he gets a great start. He just becomes unkillable, it feels like. And they're going to try up here. There we go. Primal Roar activated. They're collapsing as 4 heroes coming together. The Shackle's even used, but man, is he tanky, and Bulba stuns through onto 3. And rage bot by Villa, but the getaway with the Timber Chain from Mason. He gets a kill on 1 with the Chakram down as well. And now Mason looking to help perhaps turn on more heroes at this point. You know, just simply stating how tanky Timbersaw is. And perfect example shown by Blue Pikachu right there.
Just a little bit of help from Bulba was all they needed to stop that guy from that.
Yeah.
That's just mental regeneration. I don't know, maybe if they'd comboed. I mean, they used everything, right? Did they shackle? I think they shackled as well.
Yep.
Yeah, Bulba's play there, just coming in a little cheeky stun on 4, you know.
Yeah, that was a good position to be in from the Sand King, and again, all required was that one simple stun really from him. Look at the top lane, by the way. What is MSS doing? He's diving almost to tier 3. He takes out Clockwork with the Purification. He has a level 4 Purification now, level 3 Degen Aura, just again so slow when you're next to him. And now he has the drums finished on top of that. Always love to see the drums. Something about that item I feel like has been so underappreciated for a long time. So picked up here by Omni Knight. Nice team fighting ability or item to have.
10 minutes in, 3 minutes later from last time, and they've managed to triple the net worth difference. 9k for Digital Chaos, man. I think, yeah, this is tough, man. I'm not sure they're even going to be able to hold back. I think they're going to be so much farm and levels on Digital Chaos that they're just going to be able to roll over whatever line they push up.
Jivicus, you can't give up. You're the coach of Blue Pikachu here. You see what's going on. What is your strat? What is your call to Blue Pikachu to at least keep them in this game? What do you tell them?
Man, don't fight. Just let your towers go down and counter push in other lanes. Make them move around you while your cores get some farm items.
Well, the don't fighting thing is already failing here, unfortunately. Rasta gets picked off, and Clockwork, he's going to try to get killed by Newts. Nah, it's not going to work. That hammer, man, just thwacking him over and over again.
Yeah, but space for Beastmaster and Venge, man. Space created.
There you go.
Both of them managed to get 250 gold or so from farming.
Always got to make a positive. Using that Satyr that he has spawned here as well as Beastmaster. So trying to push out the top lane. Yeah, just getting any objective at this point would feel nice if you're Blue Pikachu at 12.5 minutes almost into the game.
There is a Venge who's smoked for Invis.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, maybe
I don't think they want to give up tower for it though.
Ursa's up here. They're going, man. They're using everything. Okay. They got Bulba.
Right, worth? Maybe not.
I think that is worth every day of the week, no matter how the game's going. No, but DC, I don't know if they're overall too scared here. GA is ready for Omni Knight, so if they get overcommitted, got to be ready for that. Got MSS just hugging the tower. Demon's keeping his distance. He has Fiend's Grip, by the way. And here we go. We're going to see an engagement. He's thinking about it. He puts a Nightmare up on Ursa. Timbersaw comes in with the Timber Chain, takes out the Nightmare right there. Vengeful Spirit, they're going to be locked out by the Fiend's Grip. He goes down. There's that Guardian Angel we're talking about. And all of a sudden, Vil, he's just hitting, he's tickling people at this point. AKA really not doing nothing. Ursa, nice shackles on a Timbersaw. Well, not really. He's not going to do as much as far as holding them back as they still take out the Ursa. And now Clockwork, he too is going to fall. So the effort was there from Blue Pikachu, but again, it just seemed like from the beginning that was going to be a failed attempt all along.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think they just should have just left it. You know.
Yeah.
Just let them die. Whatever. You know, it's better for the team.
Yeah, it's like killing Sand King and getting the objective, but yeah, they got a little distracted going for more right there. How about the? It's kind of funny because I don't know about you, but I almost forgot Tiny was in this game. They have 17 hero kills. He's been involved in 2 of them. Both assists, but that's just how well this has been going. Oh, they killed Boba again. Okay.
Yeah, if Koifa was trying to show his tiny prominence, then he's. I mean, at least last hits wise, he's doing all right.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. He's gone Shadow Blade actually instead of Blink, so I think that's normal though. The Shadow Blade combos really well with Tiny's abilities, especially. That's what Arteezy was building actually. Yeah, I thought because he was mid, he would build the Blink.
Yeah.
He did.
Just some kind of initiation tool. I mean, yeah, Shadow Blade I think is actually fine as well, but yeah, again, last game Mason didn't have either. He just went straight up more like battle build, I guess you can call it. But yeah, Koifa gets something here, at least in the Shadow Blade. And as we're having that discussion, that was fun. Neutral creep killing the Clockwork there as he was Fiend's gripped right in them. Rasta, he manages to avoid the avalanche, but you can tell we're at a point already where Digital Chaos is having fun with this now. Diving past tier 2 towers.
I think they're getting to a sort of unthrowable point here. As long as they don't start dying en masse, they can do whatever they want, I guess, for a bit. There's a sneaky Roche going on though, is there?
Really? Okay. Well, I guess they have Ursa. Yeah, that's very possible, and it's done. All right. Well, got a second life on Ursa now. So that's one of the ways to at least hang in here if you're Blue Pikachu. And
you
give
should
yourself
last it at least 8 seconds longer in each team fight now.
Oh man, Timbersaw, 15 charges on that Bloodstone. Out comes a Shock 'em. That's going to be an Aegis already dead. Mason getting a little bit low right there, but healed on up, and he'll be fine. Now Ursa runs on it, Enrage is ready to go, but he's just simply running away as they've lost Clockwork already. Swap in from Vengeful Spirit going for the kill, maybe on a Quake Fight, not going to be enough. Magic Missile, no! Ryu Boris throws out the Wild Axes, but also going to be dodged by the Tiny right there. So they take out the tier 2 tower, and DC, they're not going to keep going. Tiny says, all right, time to get back. Enough is enough. Let's not overdo it if you're DC here. Yeah, this has been without the blink, too, on Sand King, who actually now has it being delivered at least at this time. So the draft of Digital Chaos has definitely proven to do quite a bit of work here. Game number 2. And, oh, they're going to find Beastmaster. Maybe? Well, maybe not. Omni Knight's now going to be turned on, actually. Ursa running with the Ridge, but again, the Guardian Angel coming out is just going to go for the TP, and he will be successful. MSS, great escape. Mason, meanwhile, he cuts through the Rasta, but now he's in trouble, and Timbersaw, the raid boss, no, he's still alive, and Timber Chain's away, gets the kill on the Scrooge McDuck, and the regen's kicking in. The Wild Axes don't do still not enough damage to Timber Chain back and forth. A triple kill for Mason and Beastmaster. They're calling it GG's, at least keep him alive before it's officially over, but DC will take game number 2. And thus take the series, and they do indeed kill Beastmaster in the end.
Stop hurting me. Stop hurting me. Give up. Good game.